In this video, we'll learn to label and teach. Select your teach task and get started. Here, we're looking to extract the same set of information that we had originally specified when we set up this teach task. So we're looking for vendor, invoice number, line item total, and invoice total. Our on-document labeling interface is easy to use. You highlight on document the same way that you would if you were using a PDF viewer or in a Word document. You can use the highlighting tool to just drag and drop over the text, or you can use our bounding box to collect information in the same drag and drop fashion, whether it's tabular or whether it's a blob of text like we're seeing here. Ultimately, we want to label text on the 200 or so samples that we uploaded to our data set. So we're going to fast forward through a few to look at some unique examples that we have in this data set. Here we see an invoice from a grocery company where we're looking to extract the same set of information. We see the bounding box collecting all of the line items, but choosing to omit the headers as that information is not relevant to the downstream system we want to use this information in. And we're going to have something interesting occur when we go to extract the line item total. We can see here that while it's extracted quite a bit of good information, it has missed this $4.99, and that is because this text was not correctly OCR'd. And we do have remediation for that can occur in our relabeling or in our review. So we'll fast forward through a few more and look at another example. Here we see a Boston Organics invoice, and in trying to capture the text on the logo, we notice that it has not been OCR'd and cannot be highlighted on document. That's okay. It's okay to omit some. That's why we ask for 200 samples to get a diverse perspective on what your document types look like. And ultimately, for your downstream system through Indico Review, you will be able to add that value in as well so that you don't need to omit any piece of data through your productionized workflow. While diversity in your document types is important, the context that you're providing the model does need to be consistent. So having a strong labeling strategy is vital to the success of your model. So you'll notice in the case that USD appears indicating the currency for a given invoice. I'm not highlighting it because I know that my downstream system will not benefit from that information. And so I want to train the model to do the same. So here we see after 124 examples labeled, we've turned on our predictions, and we'll see that the model is predicting which of the values on the document are associated with which of our labels. So we've seen that there are predictions for line items, for the vendor, for the invoice total, and we'll see the confidence that the model has in that prediction being correct, as well as an accept or reject button. And this is twofold in its effort. We want to show you the success of the model as soon as possible. We've only labeled half of our examples and this model's performant already, but we also want to make it quicker to be able to label and get through your labeling so that you can see your automated process sooner. Here we have another example where we're able to go in and see another Amazon invoice. We're able to accept the predictions, and ultimately it's very satisfying to see how your work plays out and how quickly the model is able to learn. Now that we've walked through how easy it is to create a model using Indico Teach, I'd like to tell you some tips and tricks that will really put your labeling into hyperdrive. We have built in the ability to double click to highlight a word, triple click to highlight a line. You can always Control Z to undo your last action, but you can also remove a label using our remove label. And we've built in keyboard shortcuts. We know that hands-on keyboards is really important, and we've tried to instill that within this labeling interface to make model creation as quick and painless as possible.